going into this season, what is one storyline that's underhyped and one storyline that's overhyped?
I think
Love that.
me too. Overhyped, I want to say, I almost said Bedard, which could be true. Overhyped, I would say, and this would actually make me sad, but I'm going to go the Penguins last run. Like, I feel like they traded for Carlson and everyone's like, here we go. We're just going to get Crosby and the boys one more cup.
Love that.
And I'm like, they might suck again. I love that Penguins core. I think Carlson's an incredible player. I just don't know if that's the playoff move, right? Like, I think they'll be good. I think they'll make the playoffs. But I'm just like, man, a lot of my Penguins friends are like, we're back, baby. And I'm like, you're not back. There's like you are fifth best team in the Met. So I'm worried about the Penguins. So I think that one's a little overhyped for me.
Underhyped for me is the Red Wings. I think that they were going to be much better last season, and then a ton of injuries absolutely crinkled them. And I think they're healthy this year. They made a bunch of great ads. I think there's a lot of players. JT Compher is one that comes to mind right off the bat. Obviously, they added DeBrincat. I think those young guys like Seider and Raymond are going to get way, way better. And they've added good pieces. Their team is healthy now. I've got big eyes on the Red Wings making a serious playoff push. I think they're underhyped.
Okay.
And then I'm caught between two on overhyped.
You want to say them both?
Yeah, maybe. I think part of me wants to say Edmonton. I think
they're overhyped.
I think people are picking Edmonton to go to the Cup. I think people are like, there you go.
Yeah.
I just don't. We actually talked about this. It's coming out in a couple of weeks, but we did our Pacific Division breakdown episode. I just don't think that they can recreate that mojo from last year. Like, here's the deal. Is Connor going to have 150 points again? Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and say definitely not, but they were preposterous last season, and I'm just not sure they can do it again. But I don't know if I want to make that pick. Another one that comes to mind is Ottawa, dude.
Overhyped.
I think that they.
Interesting.
I think Tarasenko is not at all the player and the goal scorer he once was.
Very interesting.
They add him, and I think everyone's like, "Oh my God, Ottawa! They've got bad Vlad now. They're a weapon. They're a shoo-in for the playoffs." And I do not think that is the case.
What did they get? Korpisalo?
Yes, they did get Corpy.
They could be underhyped for me.
They might be,
because they got hot, dude.
And I love Brady. I love Stutzel. So I'd be thrilled to eat crow on that one. But I think there's too much. I mean, I saw someone posting the other day a photo of, Brady and Stutzel with Tarasenko as if it's like, oh shit, look out. And I'm like, relax.
It was open ice. They posted like which new team with the top line is gonna.
That's right. Yeah. So that might be my pick.
I might change your mind
because that.
Unless Chris, you got another one?
No, go ahead.
So I think my overhype. I just praised the Devils, but I think talking about them being cup contenders. And listen, I love their moves, amazing offseason, but I think it's the same storyline as the Rangers the last 2 years, right? Like they overachieve in 21, 22, and now they go into 23 or this coming season with this incredible pressure on them now because the Devils won a playoff round and then won one game in the second round. Like, and they add Toffoli, who I know is I thought this would be a good topic because you guys obviously love him.
Yeah.
Who's a great player and not knocking the guy, but like, is he the guy that gets them over the edge to make them a top 5 team in the NHL? Like, listen, I think the Devils are incredible and they had a really good year. And I think they were underhyped last year. But to now talk about a team that got one win in the second round that Carolina basically shit pumped to be a Stanley Cup contender is like somewhat of an overhype.
I love that pick.
Me too. And I'm big on the Devils this year, but I agree they are everyone I'm talking to is like, I like the Devils.
Everyone.
Yeah. And I'm like,
but it was the same thing. This was the Rangers a year ago. Everyone.
Yeah. That's actually a fantastic comp.
It's such a good comp. And I think you're totally right, dude. But it is one of those interesting situations where I think they are overhyped, but they still might perform. The big one I think Toff is going to have 80 points this year because I think he showed last year he really leaned into the I'm one of the best players on this team role on a struggling team and popped off. And now you're putting him on a top 2 lines with a insane top 6 in New Jersey. Meyer is the bigger one. I know he was on their team last year, but he's got a full season with them, a full healthy year. That's the one I look at the most. But you're totally right, dude. And so much is riding on the shoulders of Schmid being as good as he was in that Ranger series, and Vitek also kind of finding form again. So I love that pick for being overhyped, because they could just, what could happen is they could just lose in the first round.
I think they'll be good. Don't get me wrong, but I think just I mean, listen, they've had a great love Fitz. Like, we hung out with them in Nashville. Those guys, like, they're awesome dudes. But I think the pressure on them right now is
a little
much.
And it's what's funny is the Met is turning into what the Atlantic has been the last few years, and like the playoff format is fucked. And it's like, if you catch the Rangers in the first round again, it's like that goes either way. So, it's brutal.
And I would say to your point, Johnny, the pressure, it's playing with no expectations is so freeing. So it's like, it's not even that they have the most pressure I've ever seen on any team. It's not that. It's just that they have it. They didn't have it before, and they were completely taking everyone by surprise. And now this year, you're getting everyone's good game. No one's taking the night off. Oh, it's the Devils, whatever. Right away, dude. If you're not 8-2 after 10 games, everyone's going to throw a shit fit. Like, the pressure is on from the first puck drop, which is something they just didn't experience at all last year.